Hello children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. Yes, today we are going to learn how to find the multiples of a number. But before that, what are multiples children? We learnt in the previous class. When a number say 2 divides 12 completely, then what does 12 become? 12 becomes the multiple and 2 becomes the factor. Yes or no? When we are dividing two numbers and the divisor divides the dividend completely, the divisor is called as the factor and the dividend is called as the multiple. And how can we obtain multiples? By multiplying two numbers. Do you remember yesterday? 2 6 are 12. So 12 is a multiple. The product is the multiple of both 2 and 6. And what are 2 and 6? 2 and 6 become the factors of 12. Yes. Now let us study the method of writing the multiples of a number, say 2. Now in the question they'll ask us like this, children. Are you able to see here? Write the first 7 multiples of 5 or write the first 6 multiples of 9. So let us study how to write the multiples of a number. Say 2. Here we are taking the multiples of 2 as an example. So first multiply the number 2 by 1, then by 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on, children. What did we learn? Multiples are obtained by multiplying two numbers. Now when we have 2, then the multiples of 2 becomes, we need to multiply 2 with 1, then 2 by 2, 2 by 3, 2 by 4, 2 by 5 and so on. If I ask you to write the first 5 multiples of 2, then you need to multiply till 5. If I say first 8, then you need to multiply till 8. Understood, children? What should we do? We should multiply the given number by another number starting from 1. First 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how many numbers should we multiply? It depends on the question. If they ask you to find out the first 5 multiples, then multiply till 5. If they ask you to find the first 10 multiples, multiply till 10. We have 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, 2 threes are 6, 2 fours are 8, 2 fives are 10. So how should you write? First 5 multiples of 2 is equal to 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10, children. What are the first 5 multiples of 2? 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10. Clear? How do we write the multiples? For the given number, multiply it by 1, then 2, then 3 and so on, depending on the question. Therefore, the multiples of 2 are 2, 4, 6, 8, 12 and so on, children. See, this is 2 5s are 2 6s are 2 7s are 2 8s are 2 9s are 2 10s are 2 11s are 2 12s are 2 13s are and 2 14s are so on, children. The number of multiples we can write how many ever we want, but if in the question they are asking us only 5, then stop till 5. And remember to write the multiples in ascending order. Just like we wrote the factors in ascending order, that is from small to big. In the same way, write the multiples also in ascending order. Yes, in order to write the multiples of a number, multiply a number by 1, 2, 3 and so on. The products are the multiples of a given number. Yes, so what is all multiple? Multiple is the product. Multiple is a product of two numbers. Which two numbers? The number given in the question and then 1, 2, 3 and so on. Now let us look at the questions here. Write the first 7 multiples of 5. First 7 multiples of 5. So we should start multiplying 5 by 1. 5 ones are 5. 5 twos are 10. 5 threes are 15. 5 fours are 20. 5 fives are 25. 5 6 are 30 and 5 sevens are 35. Then you need to write the first 7 multiples of 5 are, what are they? The products 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 and 35. If you are good with your tables, children, okay, this is nothing but the multiplication table of 5. Yes or no? If you remember the 5 table correctly, then you can simply write all the numbers here. 5 ones are, 5 twos are, 5 threes are and so on. So multiples are nothing but we write the multiplication table of the given number. Okay, but not the complete table, only till the number that they have asked us in the question. Next, write the first 6 multiples of 9. We need to write 6 multiples of 9. 9 ones are 9, 9 twos are 18, 9 threes are 27, 9 fours are 36, 9 fives are 30, 9 fives are 45 and 9 six are 54. Understood? Here also we should write 9. Yes. So now the first 6 multiples of 9 are, what are they? Are they 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6? No, they are the products. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45 and 54. The first 6 multiples of 9 are 9, 18, 27, 36, 45 and 54. Understood, children, how to write the multiples of a given number? Properties of multiples. Observe the tables with multiples of different numbers. What do we have here? We are having the numbers 3, 4, 6, 7 and 8 and also their multiples. Note that 3 is a multiple of 3, 4 is a multiple of 4, 6 is a multiple of 6. What are we observing here? 3 is a multiple of 3, 4 is a multiple of 4, 6 is a multiple of 6, 7 is a multiple of 7, 8 is a multiple of 8. What did we learn? That every in factors, properties of factors, we learned that every number is a factor of itself. Yes or no? 6 is a factor of 6. Yes or no? Yes. So again this 6 becomes 6 is a multiple of 6, children. Yesterday I have explained, in the previous class I have explained the relationship, right? Yes. When I say 2 is a factor of 6, 6 becomes a multiple of 2. Opposite relation. In the same way, when we say 6 is a factor of 6, 6 is a multiple of 6, children. So what can we understand from this? That every number is a multiple of itself. Just like factors, where every number is a factor of itself. So every number is also a multiple of itself. Next, if we observe the values of multiples, all the values are either greater than, see 6, 9, 12, all these are greater than our number, or we have 3 which is equal to the given number. So what can we conclude? That the multiples of a given number are always greater than or equal to. See, every multiple of a number is greater than or equal to the number. Why? Because, see children, when we have, how do we find out the multiple? Let us say we have the number 3. How will we find out the multiple? We will multiply it with another number and get the multiple. Yes or no? So whenever we are multiplying a number with another number, the product is always greater than or equal to. Yes, the value will be increased. So that is why a multiple is always greater than or equal to that number. Fact 3. The number of multiples of a given number is infinite. Now what is this word infinite? Infinite means that we cannot count. Okay, we cannot say that there are exactly these. Now if I ask you to count the hair on your head, yes, if I ask you how many hairs do you have on your head, will you be able to tell? No, we cannot count. Yes or no? But if I ask you to count the number of eyes you have, you will say, I have 2 eyes. You are able to count the number of eyes you have. So, it is called as a finite number. The number of eyes we have are finite, but the number of hair we have is infinite. In the same way, in the previous class, we learnt about factors, that the number of factors for a given number are finite. We can count the number of factors, children. See, F for factors, F for finite. You can remember it like this. Okay. So we can count or say that only these few numbers are the factors. When I take the number 6, the factors would be 1, 2, 3 and 6. Okay, only these 4 numbers are the factors of 6. But when I say the multiples of 6, 6 ones are 6, 6 twos are 12, 6 threes are 18, 6 fours are 24, 6 fives are 30, 6 six are 36. I can go on till 6 into 100 also, 6 into 1000 also. Yes, 6 into 10 lakhs also. Yes or no, children? I can go on. There is no end to the list of multiples we can write. So what will we call such numbers? We call such numbers as infinite numbers, or like the number of stars in the sky. Can you count and tell me exactly how many stars are there in the sky? No. Yes. So in the same way, the number of multiples for a given number is infinite, children. That means we cannot say exactly that a number has these many multiples. That is why even in the question, see, they have asked us to write the first 7 or first 6 multiples. If it was factors, what will they say? They'll ask us write the factors of 6. They'll not say write the first 3 factors of 6. Will they? No, because the factors are limited. They are finite in number. But if they ask you to write the multiples of 5, okay, we will not know where to stop. Should we write till 5 into 100 or 5 into 1000 or 5 into 10,000? Yes, we will not know the limit where to stop. So that is why in the question it is always mentioned that how many multiples we should write. Next, cross-curricular link. Find the meaning of the word infinite and make sentences with it. What is this cross-curricular link? See, infinite is a word from the language English, right? So here we are linking English and mathematics together. Here we have learned that the number of multiples are infinite. This is from the subject maths. Now again we have the word infinite as a part of English language. Yes or no? So we have to find out the meaning of infinite and make some sentences with it, children. Like, the number of stars in the sky are infinite. Understood? So you can make some sentences. Now, write the first 5 multiples of 9 starting with 9. So from 9, we have to write the first 5 multiples. 9 ones are 9, 9 twos are 18, 9 threes are 27, 9 fours are 36 and 9 fives are 45. These are our first 5 multiples of 9. Now coming to exercise 5.2. Write all the factors of the given number. I think we have done this, right? Yes. Now coming to write the first 5 we have already dealt with this in the previous class only. So that is why I am moving on to the write first 5 multiples of the following numbers. How to write? Yes, first we have 7. So first 7 ones are 7, 7 twos are 14, 7 threes are 21, 7 fours are 28 and 7 fives are 35. We need to multiply 7 with 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 children. Not only 7, all the numbers given here, as they have asked the first 5 multiples. So we should start multiplying from 1 and stop at 5. Next, the first 5 multiples of 8 would be 8 ones are 8, 8 twos are 16, 8 threes are 24, 8 fours are 32 and 8 fives are 40. For 1, it would be 1 ones are 1, 1 twos are 2, 1 threes are 3, 1 fours are 4 and 1 fives are 5. For 3, 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6, 3 threes are 9, 3 fours are 12 and 3 fives are 15. Yes, again what did I say? Write the multiples in ascending order. Okay. Now I hope you can do the remaining multiples, right? Yes. Now question 3. Take the factors of the given numbers. Now we are having 42 and then we are having 4, 7, 8 and 10. From these we need to tick those numbers that are the factors of 42 children. Now if we take 4, see, a factor should divide the number completely, right? Yes, we have 4 ones are 4. When we subtract, 0 is remaining, 2 brought down. We have, no, 2 is not, we cannot. We have 4 zeros are 0 and then when we subtract, 2 is remaining. So here 2 is our remainder. Yes or no? Is this complete? Is 42 completely divisible by 4? No. So is that a factor? No. So we will not take it. Next we have 7. 7 6 are 42. When we subtract, 0 is remaining. So 7 becomes a factor of 42. So we will take next 8. Sorry. We have 8 5s are 40 and when we subtract, 2 is remaining. So again no, 8 is not a factor. Again 10, 42 divided by 10. 10 4s are 40. When we subtract, 2 is remaining. So again 10 is also not a factor of 42. Only 7 is the factor of 42. Question B, 16. And what are the given numbers? 5, 2, 8 and 15. Now we know that for a number to be divisible by 5, it should have 5 or 0 in the ones place. Does it have 5 or 0 in the ones place? No. So 16 is not divisible by 5. Next 2. For a number to be divisible by 2, it should have 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8 in the ones place. It is having 6. So 16 is divisible by 2. That means 2 is a factor of 16. Yes or no? And then 8. 16 divided by 8. We have 8 2s are 16. When we subtract, 0 is remaining. So again 8 is also a factor of 16. And when we come to 15, 16 divided by 15. We have 15 ones are 15 and when we subtract, 1 is remaining. So is 15 a factor, children? No, because 0 is not the remainder. 15 is not a factor of 16. I hope you can do question C, right? Yes. Now coming to question 4. Take the multiples of the given numbers. Now here we are having 7. Yes, and we need to take the multiples. That means, see, first number is 56. Does 56 come in 7th table? Yes, we have 7 8s are 56. So 56 is a multiple. Next 77. Does 77 come in 7th table? Yes, 7 11s are 77. So it is a multiple of 7. Next 18. Does 18 come in 7th table? No. So it's not a multiple of 7. And again 24 also does not come in 7th table. So it is not a multiple of 7. Yes, right, children. Next question B, 11. The number is 11 and the question is 11 and the options are 11, 12, 18 and 88. We have 11 ones are 11 and 11 eights are 88. So those two become our multiples. Yes, coming to question C. 8 is the given question. Okay, another way to find out whether the given number is a multiple or not is again divide. First we have 14, right? 14 divided by 8. We have 8 ones are 8. When we subtract, 6 is remaining. Yes, 0 is not the remainder. So 14 is not the multiple of 8. Next 80. We have 8 ones are 8. When we subtract, 0 is remaining. 0 brought down. Again 8 zeros are 0. 0 will be our remainder. So 80 is a multiple of 8. Ticking here 26. 26 divided by 8. 8 threes are 24, and when we subtract, 2 is remaining. So 26 is not the multiple. The last one 32. 8 fours are 32, and when we subtract, 0 is remaining. So again 32 is a multiple of 8. So here 80 and 32 are the multiples of 8. Understood, children? How to find out if a given number is the multiple of a given number or not. Yes, I hope you can do questions D, E and F. Now moving to the next topic, which is common factors. Yes, we already know what is a factor. Yes, when a number divides another number, when a given number divides another number exactly, that is the remainder should be 0, then it is said to be the factor of that number. Yes or no? See, when we divide two numbers, say 6 and 2, we have 2 threes are 6. When we subtract, 0 is remaining. So in this case, we say that 6 is completely divisible by 2, or 2 is our factor of 6. Now the factors that are common to 2 or more numbers are known as common factors. What are they saying? Common means what, children? Same. Yes, common means same. When 2 or more numbers have the same factors, those are called as our common factors. Let us take an example of two numbers 12 and 15. Okay, look at the factors that are common to both the numbers as shown. Now here we are having two numbers 12 and 15. The factors of 12 are, see, 1 12s are 12, 2 6s are 12, 3 4s are 12. Yes or no? So 1 2 3 4 6 12. 1 2 3 4 6 12 are the factors of 12. And for 15, we have 1 15s are 15 and 3 5s are 15. So 1 3 5 and 15 are the factors of 15. Now from these two, which is the common one, children? 3 is common for both of the given factors. Yes, both of the given numbers. So 3 becomes their common factor. Therefore, 3 and 1, right? Yes, 1 is also common. Yes or no? So the common factors of both 12 and 15 are 1 and 3. The same can be represented using a different presentation. Write the common factors in the common area of both the circles and the rest in their respective circles. What are they saying? We need to draw two circles, and these two circles should intersect each other. These are the factors of 12 and these are the factors of 15. Now this area is common to both the circles. So write the common factors here and the remaining factors of 12 here and the remaining factors of 15 here. Understood, children, the concept of common factors? Okay, it is not anything new. We already know what are factors. Now here we have to write the factors for the given numbers and then find out the common ones. Find out the common ones. Note, 1 is always a common factor of any two given numbers. Hence, it is sufficient to write the common factors other than 1. For example, the common factors of 24 and 18 are 2, 3 and 6. Okay. So what are they saying? What do we know about 1? 1 is a factor of every number. Yes or no, children? Yeah, 1 is a factor of every number. So no matter what two numbers we take, 1 will be the common factor always. Okay, 1 will always be the common factor for both. So what are they saying? We can simply write the common factors other than 1. Now if we take this case here, we can write the common factors are 1 and 3, or even if we write simply 3 also, it is enough. Okay, both are correct. When we say the common factors of 12 and 15 are 1 and 3, or when we say the common factors of 12 and 15 is 3, both are correct, because we already know that 1 is a common factor for any given pair of numbers. But in the question or in the exam, if they give you the common factors of 12 and 15 are dash and dash, children, if two places are there, then you have to write 1 and 3. Okay, if there are two places, then remember to write both the given factors. Understood? Next, sometimes two numbers may not have any common factors. For example, 12 and 17 do not have any common factors other than 17. See, 12, the factors of 12 are 1 and 12. The factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12. The factors of 17 are 1 and 17. Okay. Now what are the common factors for these two numbers? Only 1 is the common factor for both these numbers. So this is also possible, children. Sometimes only 1 will be the common factor of both the numbers. So you should write the common factors of 12 and 17 is equal to 1. Okay. Next, highest common factor. As the name suggests, the highest common factor of two or more given numbers is the greatest number which exactly divides both the numbers. It is nothing but, we already know what is a factor. As factor is a number that divides another number completely. Common factor is that which is common for both the given numbers. Now what is the highest common factors? From the given list of common factors, the highest one will be our highest common factor. That is nothing but HCF. H for highest, C for common and F for factor. Now in the above example, we observe that the common factors of 12 and 15 are 1 and 3. Yes. We wrote that the common factors of 12 and 15 are 1 and 3. That is 1 and 3 divide 12 and 15 exactly. Yes, that is what a factor is. Okay. When we say a number is a factor, it divides the given number exactly. Also 3 is the greater of 2. Of the two. So from these two common factors, which is the greater one? 3 is the greater one. Hence 3 becomes our highest common factor. Understood, children? Simply from the list of given common factors, for example, here we are having 2, 3 and 6 as the common factors, which becomes our HCF. HCF means highest common factor. As 6 is the highest number here, 6 becomes our HCF. Okay, understood? The concept of HCF is very simple. Now let us conclude our class with an exercise, children. Find the common factors of the following pairs of numbers 15 and 20. 15 and 20. To find out the common factors, first we should write the factors of the given number. Yes, so the factors are, we have 1, 2, 4, 5, 10 and 20 here. These are the factors of 15 and 20. Now what are the common ones? 1, 5. 1 and 5 are the factors, common factors of 15 and 20. Okay, Next 16 and 32. So what are the factors? 1, 2, 4, 8 and 16. Here we have 1, 2, 4. Then we have 8. 4 8s are 32, yes or no? Then we have 2 16s are 32 and 1 32s are 32. Yes. So factors of 16 are 1, 2, 4, 8, 6. Factors of 32 are 1, 2, 4, 8, 16 and 32. Now what are the common ones here? 1, 2, 4, 8 and 16. Wow, so many common factors. Yes. So what are the common factors? 1, 2, 4, 8 and 16 are the common factors for 16 and 32.